Welcome to your 33-minute gentle flow class. We will meet in any comfortable seat of your choice. I will be in Sukhasana or easy pose. Once you arrive, bring the hands together at heart center and slowly close down the eyes, tuning into your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose, and slowly as you press the palms together, rise the arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen. And then as you slowly exhale, we'll take a side twist over to the right side. Bring the left arm on top of your right thigh and your right hand behind your hip. Lengthen the crown and exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in, and we'll slowly bring the arms up overhead back to center. Inhale, and then exhale, side twist over to the left. Gaze goes over that right shoulder. Take a deep breath in as you root your tailbone into the mat and bring your gaze a little bit deeper. Slowly inhale, and we'll rise arms up overhead. Lengthen the spine, and then exhale, cactus the arms, send the chest to the sky. Deep breath in, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Gaze up over that left forearm. Option to stay here, or exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Press firmly into the left hip. Continue to breathe. Inhale, slowly rise back to center, arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend. Gaze up over that right forearm. Left palm can press firmly into the mat, or you could fold deeper onto the forearm. Press firmly into that right hip as you continue to breathe. Inhale, slowly return back to center. We'll interlace the palms together up to the sky. Take a deep breath. Exhale, send the gaze up. Exhale, bring the palms in front of your chest, round your back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend to the right. Gaze goes up that left forearm. Continue to breathe. Inhale, return back to center. Lengthen the arms. Exhale, side bend to the left. Gaze goes up that right arm. Press firmly into that left hip. Continue to breathe well through the nose. Inhale, return back to center. Release the hands. Take a bind behind your back. Inhale, lift the gaze. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, bring the chin towards your chest, folding over your seat. Inhale, as we rise, gaze goes up. Exhale, slowly bring the hands still interlaced over to the left side, and then gaze over that left shoulder. Continue to breathe, and then we'll switch to the other side. Lift the gaze up, and then bring the hands over to the right hip. Gaze goes over the right shoulder. As you slowly continue to breathe, we'll release back to center. Bring the gaze up to the sky and start making some half circles with your neck. You can keep your hands interlaced in a bind behind your back, or just gently to the side as you bring the chin to your chest. Bring the hands to your lap, and then we'll slowly lift the gaze. Doing a few rounds of seated cat and cow. Inhale as you lift, send the heart up. Exhale, round your back, bring chin to chest. Do this breath to movement for a few more rounds. Meet back at center. Extend the left leg nice and long. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over that left foot. Bring hands to either your big toe, shins, or ankle. Round the back of your neck, relax the shoulders, and continue to breathe as you bring your nose to your knee. Feeling the stretch in the hamstrings and calves, slowly press up. As we switch out the legs, option to lift the hips. Extend that right leg nice and long. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over that right leg. Depending on how tight your hamstrings and calves are, you can bend into that knee or fold deeper. Relax the back of your neck, relax your shoulders. Send the breath down that right leg. Slowly rise as you press up. Option to lift the hip, gaze goes over that right shoulder. Meet back at center, bringing the heels in together to touch for seated butterfly. Option to lift in a seated cat and cow as you bring your feet together. Slowly fold over your butterfly seat as we open up the hips, relaxing the shoulders, relax the neck and the jaw. Continue to breathe through the front and the back of your heart center as you fold. We'll slowly rise, bringing onto hands and knees, tabletop. Extend the right leg nice and high. Bring it back in. Warming up for bird dog, we'll extend the right leg high and then the left arm out. Switch to the other side, roll out the left hand and the wrist, and then extend the left leg nice and long, opening up the calves and hamstrings. Switching to the other side, bird dog, extend the right leg and the left arm, one straight line. Inhale, bring the knee to your elbow. Exhale, extend. Do a few more rounds, breath to movement, bird dog, knee to elbow, and we'll meet back, switching to the other side. Extend that left leg out nice and long, and then the right arm. Then bring the knee to your elbow. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Breath to movement at your own pace. We'll meet back at hands and knees. And then slowly send the hips back to child's pose, knees wide. Arms can go out long in front of you, or you can take any variation in your child's pose. Connect your third eye to your mat, grounding your palms and your entire energy into Mother Earth. Breathe deeply through the front and the back of your heart center. Relax the hips, soften the jaw. Let's take a cleansing deep breath in through the nose and exhale everything out through the mouth. We'll be in child's pose for a few more rounds of breath. When you're ready, we'll meet back in tabletop, hands and knees. Go ahead and tuck the back of your toes. Inhale, send the hips up high, downward facing dog. Walking your dog will slowly pedal out the feet. Send the chest to the thighs, press firmly into your hands. We'll meet back at center in your downward dog. And slowly as you inhale, send that right leg high, three-legged dog. Option to open out the hip and bend that right knee. Inhale, re-extend that right leg out, three-legged dog. And then as you exhale, preparing for pigeon pose, we'll slowly bring that knee onto your mat, folding your ankle and your shin over. Send that left leg nice and long. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, you can sleep your pigeon, bringing your forehead onto your wrist or all the way onto the mat. If pigeon pose is too intense for you, you can take a reclined figure four. We're opening up the right hip and the right glute. Continue to breathe and send the breath down the right side of your entire body. We'll be here for a few more rounds of breath. Continue to breathe well in and out through your nose, allowing the hip to release. Slowly inhale as you press up, lift the chest, tuck the back toes, and we'll re-extend that right leg nice and high. Shake it out if needed. When you're ready, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Switching to the other side, go ahead and inhale that left leg nice and high, three-legged dog. Option to stack the hip open. As you take a deep breath in, re-extend that left leg, three-legged dog, and exhale, lower it down for pigeon pose on the left side. Aligning your ankle and knee, extend that right leg out nice and long. And when you're ready, as you exhale, fold over your pigeon, opening up the left side now. Again, if this is too intense, you can take a reclined figure four on this side. Send the breath all the way down the left side, allowing the left hip to just release and surrender. Relax your third eye and soften the jaw. We'll be in pigeon's pose for a few more rounds of breath. Just allow gravity to do the work. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Take a cleansing exhale out through the mouth and send the breath all the way down your right leg. Slowly press up. Extend that left leg nice and high, three-legged dog, and go ahead and shake it out. Re-extend three-legged dog, and then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, slowly walk your hands behind your wrist to a ragdoll or forward fold. Bend generously into the knees and relax the back of your neck nice and long, and slowly sway side to side, shaking the head no and yes. We'll meet back at center, and then we'll slowly inhale, rise one vertebra at a time to a halfway lift, hands to shins, gazing at the top of your mat, and exhale, fold. Press up through the heels, slowly rise, arms up overhead for extended mountain. Take a deep breath in and interlace your hands for a steeple mudra. Inhale here, and then exhale, side bend to the right side. Press firmly into both feet and send the breath down the left side of your body. Take a deep breath in and slowly return back to center. Restacking the arms, inhale the hands a little bit higher, and then exhale, side bend, stretch, steeple mudra to the left side. Press firmly into both the right and the left foot, balancing your weight evenly. Continue to send that breath all the way down, and inhale, return back to center. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, cactus the arms, shine the heart to the sky. Take a deep breath and return the arms up overhead. Slowly bring the hands behind your back and send the hips forward and the heart to the sky for a slight back bend. You can close the eyes and imagine you're sending beautiful light into the sky from your heart center. Inhale, slowly return back to center and sweep the arms up overhead. When you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in, and then exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Slowly walk the hands to the top of your mat as we meet in a high plank. And then we'll press into our high plank, lower all the way down, shifting our weight forward onto our bellies. As we inhale, lifting the chest for cobra or upward dog. Press the hips into your mat. Take a deep breath in, tuck the back of your toes, and send the hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. And then we'll slowly walk the hands behind the wrist for ragdoll, forward fold. Take a deep breath in, bend into the knees, swaying side to side, maybe grabbing opposite elbow. And slowly bring the hands to your shins, halfway lift. Take a deep breath in through your nose, then exhale, fold. As you inhale, slowly press the heels, lift the arms up overhead, maybe grabbing onto a towel or a strap. Inhale, lift the chest, arms up overhead, and then return back to center with your arms. And then side run stretch to the right side, opening up through the chest, gaze goes up over that left arm. If you don't have a towel or a strap, you can just keep your hands open. We'll return back to center, arms up overhead, restack the spine, deep breath in, exhale, side bend stretch. Gaze goes up towards that right forearm. Press firmly into both feet. We'll inhale, return back to center. Gaze goes up, send the chest up to the sky, slight back bend. And then exhale, slowly fold, release the strap. In your forward fold, go ahead and slowly rise all the way up, arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, shine your heart to the sky. Inhale, return the arms up overhead. And then exhale, bring the hands behind your hips, send the hips and the chest up to the sky, slight back bend. For a standing camel pose. Opening up through the throat and the heart and the entire front torso. Take a deep breath in, release the hands from your hips, and inhale them up overhead. As you exhale, slowly widen your stance, heel toe the feet out, hinge from the hips, and take a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe grabbing onto both feet or bending into the right leg, straightening out the left, and then switching it out, bending the left leg, straightening out the right. Taking any variation, maybe swaying side to side, or just staying in the center and letting the head relax nice and long in your wide-legged fold. When you're ready, we'll meet back at center. Send the weight towards the front of your toes, shift the weight forward, and then bring the left hand on top, lifting the right arm to the sky for your wide-legged fold twist. Gaze goes up that right forearm. You can close down the eyes. Maybe take a half bind with the right arm behind you, and then return the hands back to your mat. Take a deep breath in, bring that right arm in front of you, and then exhale, lift that right arm up to the sky, wide-legged twist. Spiraling out the right chest, press firmly into both feet. Gaze can go up that right arm. Exhale, return the hands back to your mat. Take a deep breath in and slowly rise, arms up overhead, preparing for a goddess squat. Take a deep breath in as you take a slight back bend, star pose, and then exhale, lower down into your goddess pose, goddess squat. You can twist to the right, bringing hands on your knees, gazing over that right shoulder. Weight is in your heels. Return back to center and twist to the other side. Take a deep breath in, returning back to center. We'll slowly bring the hands to heart center in our goddess squat, opening out through the hips. Weight is in your heels. Take a deep breath in. Maybe you lift the right heel and then the left, or you can just stay in your goddess pose in the center. We'll meet back at center, press through the heels, and then inhale, press through the heels, lift the arms up overhead, straighten out the legs, slight back bend, star pose. Inhale deeply through the nose, return back to center. And then we'll slowly return to the tops of our mat, pivoting out to the right, extending the right leg back to downward dog. Meeting in a high plank, slowly lower the knees and the hips down to your mat, upward dog or cobra. Pressing the hips into your mat, lifting the chest, tucking the back of your toes, send the hips nice and high, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high, rolling out the ankle. And exhale, step it through for a low lunge, lower the back knee down. Squaring off the hips, bringing your hands to your knees, lift the chest off your right thigh. Sink the hips a little bit deeper for your low lunge. Take a deep breath in, slowly bring your hands to your hips. And then inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Shine your heart to the sky. Still keeping a bend into that right knee. We're sinking the hips down into the mat. Inhale, re-extend the arms, and then exhale, plant the hands, reframing your foot. Slowly walk that right leg out to the right for a low lizard lunge, opening up the hips even more. You can walk your forearms down onto the mat or even release the head down. If you need support, you can use 2 blocks or just stay here in our low lunge. Send the breath all the way down the right side of your hip and slowly lift. Tucking the back toe, stepping the feet back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out your feet. We'll switch to the other side. Inhale that left leg nice and high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Lower that back knee down, untuck your toes. Slowly lift the chest, bring your hands to your hips. And inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, take a slight back bend, cactus the arms. Send the heart to the sky as the hips sink deeper. Inhale, restack the arms, lifting the hands up overhead. Exhale, frame that foot. And then slowly walk that left foot out into your low lizard lunge, opening up the left side of our hips. You can lower down onto your forearms or even bring your head all the way down onto your mat. If this is too intense for you on this side, you can just stay in a low lunge or use blocks for support. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose, sending the breath all the way down into your hips. We'll continue to stay in low lizard's lunge for a few more rounds of breath. Let's take a cleansing breath. Slowly inhale through the nose, filling up the low belly. And exhale, press up through the palms, release it all through the mouth. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog and go ahead and shake that out if needed. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lower the knees down, hands and knees tabletop. Preparing for puppy's pose, go ahead and stack the wrist underneath your shoulders and knees below your hips. And with your hips still elevated, slowly walk the hands out in front of you, melting your chest into the mat. You can take any arm variation you'd like in puppy's pose. And just continue to focus on breathing through the front and the back of your heart center. Let's take a deep breath in and slowly press up, preparing for thread the needle. We'll inhale that right arm nice and high, and then exhale, slowly lower it down, bringing the right shoulder and the right cheek on the mat. Taking any bind or arm variation on this thread the needle. Continue to breathe as we stretch out the right side. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and extend that right arm nice and high, shake it out, switch to the other side. Slowly inhale that left arm high, rolling out the wrist. As you exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, bringing the left shoulder and the left cheek down. Again, taking any arm variation, maybe a half bind on this side. Continue to breathe through the front and the back of your heart. And then we'll release that left arm back up, rolling out the wrist, and meet back in tabletop. Go ahead and lift that right leg high and step it over, opening up the right chest. Lift that right arm to the sky. Release the right arm and the left leg back down. Lift the left leg, bring it up over, and then inhale the left arm up, spiraling out. This counter pose will feel great for your shoulders and your chest. Meet back at center. Inhale, re-extend that right knee high, and then bring it to your nose. Inhale, breath to movement. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Switching to the other side, inhale that left leg high. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Breath to movement as we extend. Exhale to contract. Inhale, left. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, rounding your back. Meet back at tabletop and slowly walk up into Hero's Pose. If Hero's Pose is comfortable for you, you can go ahead and meet in any seated position. Wherever you're at, just bring your hands at heart center and close down the eyes and connect back to your breath. We'll inhale, lift the hips, bring the hands behind your hips, send the hips forward, lift the chest for a half camel. Take a deep breath in. And then we'll return back to center. Inhale, arms up overhead, still kneeling. And then exhale, slowly twist to the right side, bringing your right hand behind your left hip, twisting. Continue to breathe and inhale, restack the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the other side. Gazing over that left shoulder, bring that hand behind your hip. We'll inhale, return back to center, and then exhale, lower back down to tabletop. We'll slowly meet on our backs, taking our time. Once you're on your mat, go ahead and bend your knees, bringing the soles of your feet onto the mat. We'll inhale, lift that right leg nice and high, and exhale, cross it over for a supine figure 4. You can hug the knees into your chest, or just keep that left heel on the mat. You can close down the eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale, slowly switch legs, releasing that right foot, crossing it over, and then roll the knees into your chest, massaging out the low back, Apanasana. We'll switch legs. Inhale that left leg high and cross it over your right leg. Again, you can hug the knees in towards your chest or keep the right heel down. Go Go ahead and release, lifting both legs up to the sky for happy baby, rocking side to side. Slowly returning back to center, release the feet down, bringing the heels in together for reclined butterfly. Option to place blocks underneath your knees for support. Relax the arms by your side and just let the knees fall. Opening up the hips, opening up the heart. Just let the earth support you. Take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly release, bringing the knees in together. Slowly hugging that right knee in towards your chest, extend the left leg long, and then cross it over for a supine twist. Gaze can go over that right forearm to deepen into the twist as you cross the left knee over your body. Imagine you're rinsing all the internal organs as you rinse your breath. Slowly return back to center, hug both knees into your chest and extend the right leg long, keeping that left knee in. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, cross it over. Gaze can go over the left side to deepen your twist as you let that right knee just relax and fold over the body. You can close down the eyes and imagine you're rinsing out like a sponge. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hug both knees into your chest, bring your forehead to your knees, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, release everything out for your final pose of the day, Shavasana. Maybe bringing the left hand on your heart and the right hand on your belly as we connect back to our internal thoughts, our internal breathing. Just slowly release and surrender, connecting to your breath, connecting your breath to your mind, connecting your mind to your heart, and connecting your heart into your spirit, where you are always alive and well. Connecting to the safest and purest part of your entire being. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. With your eyes still closed, we'll slowly press up to a seat. Bringing one hand on our low belly and one hand over our heart. Inhale into the low belly. Inhale to the heart. And then exhale, release it all through the mouth. Slowly bring your palms together at heart center to acknowledge the time you took today to give your mind, body, and soul the nourishing it needed. Namaste.